Well, clicked on the video, so that means you obviously are gonna try and figure this out. Well, find this out. It's gonna be a challenge to extend this to 11 or 12 minutes. However, I feel like I might be able to manage to do it. And also, I know my phone is slanted. You can tell because of the angle you can see the wall at. Deal with it. Something's wrong with my ISO. What happens with you too? It's same in photos. We all deal with it. So, anyways, yeah. Again, I can tell you how to survive a piranha attack. That is in the Amazon rainforest. The most terrifying place on Earth, or probably. But yeah, I guess I'll just roll the intro here. Yes, so, anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna record. Yeah, I guess I'll record my face. So, wait, so. Or I'll remove the part about the Amazon rainforest. If you're in some jungle that has a river full of ferocious piranhas, bloodthirsty ones, which, fun fact, piranhas have the ability to devour a small child down to the bone in less than 30 seconds. And that is in your... Okay, yeah, and that is your and that is your idiotically disturbing fact of the day. So, anyways, it's true, and if that happens, then and you fall in, then yeah. So then the first thing you do is when if they're all swimming toward you, if they haven't gone to you yet, then try and swim. Don't know the way. Yeah. So if you go into these places that has piranhas, then make sure you're bringing at least goggles. So they can see under the murky, probably full of algae water. Yeah, as a kid, you probably thought that piranhas were an everyday worry, just like the Bermuda Triangle. So, anyways, I have that, and so it's like if you can try and swim down, but you obviously can't swim too far down because the pressure would build up. So, yeah, you even like 10 feet, that'd be way too much. So, but just so then keep swimming down under the water, but then try and make it so that you can get away from them if you're far enough from them. If they're already close to you, then good night. Well, yeah. But anyway, point being that you should. So if they're not blocking your path, if the piranhas are only in one direction of you, like you look forward and they're, yeah, you look in one direction and they're there, but yeah, you look forward, they're in front of you. However, you look behind you and they're not behind you. You look behind you and you don't see them. However, you look forward, but you don't see them. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So you So you get on your back and you swim a backstroke. Yeah, I haven't thought of that word in so damn long. So anyway, backstroke, and then yeah, so out of the water, and I create sort of like a motor, like a propeller with your limbs and extremities. And so then once you get to the oh god, it really does look bad without the lighting of the PC. Didn't realize just how much of a difference it made. So, anyways, point being, you grab onto land, and if they're just about to make it to you, then you grab on, and then you launch yourself backwards. Or because there might be like a vine, if there's a vine that you can grab onto and it's close enough, then try and jump up and grab onto that. But if that's not an option, then swim backward. And I didn't mention, yeah, I didn't yet get, blah. I have yet to get into the reason why you should swim backstroke. The reason why is because you want to be able to see the piranhas that are chasing you. It's yeah, because they'll be like jumping out of the water like constantly. I'm pretty sure that's what they do. Or maybe I'm thinking of the Asian carp. But whatever the case is, whatever I'm thinking of. If you're looking underwater, there'll still be all that. And still no one will get in your eyes. That's mostly the goggle. However, I'm supposed to use the goggles. However, we'll barely be able to see because of all the algae and plant growing down there. And other fish. Like, what I don't want to use. So anyway. Backstroke, and then yeah, because you're in upward and you can see them, and then so closer again, grab onto the water, and then not the water, you grab onto the land, and then you pull yourself on the shore. So again, this is if you're in an area that has, like in some sort of rainforest, that it has a swamp, or yeah, rainforest slash, but why can't I pronounce the word slash right now? Some sort of rainforest slash swamp. That kind of an area where there's not really any other people around, and even I think even if there is, you only have yourself. So that's what you do. I'm pretty sure I've explained before what you do if you're in a sunken trailer very late in the evening. And if you know anything about the 1700s, then you know exactly what I meant when I made that video. I titled the video. I made a parody song. So anyway, I feel a tiredness right now. So anyway, if you want someone to rescue you, then you gotta take action fast. I still got a little bit of time here. So apparently, I promise you, there's like a scalpel where even if you just like touch it to see if it'll cut you, and to see if you'll get cut, your finger will just instantly start bleeding. Well, Beyond that, I really don't see any. I just don't see a reason why someone would be in this situation. So I guess this video was useless. However, useless, 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 useless. Anyways, point being, who would? Okay. Well, only a guy would be dumb enough to get himself into a situation like that. You'd think so, right? Because if you're that dangerous, you'd be able to tell, like, long before getting that far in. And second of all, even if not, wouldn't you want to, like, search up the place that you're going to and see if there's any. Yeah, and see what the other dangers and worries are there. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. The last thing I'll say is, I won't say anything after this. So, I'll just show a skit after saying bye.